Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends Roundup, the last one of summer. We have the LEC and LCS here. We're going to go over them, their finals. LCS was just done. Group draw still hasn't occurred. I'm not going to end up making a video specifically about group draw because in the end, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's going to be giving out their spiel. I guess I can give a little brief opinion tomorrow or at some point this week, but predictions will be after play-in, well, before play-ins and then after play-ins before groups. So, yeah. So, down in the description, you'll find 3 links: Twitter, Discord, and YouTube memberships. Twitter, follow me there. Pretty self-explanatory. Discord, join us. We BS about the game as they go on. ProTex has been doing some watch parties, which I thank them for. I have, we just talk about the game. We talk about league in general. There's a non-league channel if you want to do that. We're going to have 3 different things going on, which I'll talk about tomorrow for the Discord. Well, I don't even know if I'll talk about it. I'll probably just post it on the Discord. So if you go to the Discord, you will see it, what the plans are for Worlds. And YouTube memberships, $3. Support me, keep this channel afloat so it can sustain itself and I don't, have to stop, right? And at $10, you can support me and you get extra content where I predict winners and I predict NFL things each week, do fantasy football rankings if you're into that on Thursdays. The next members only video will be out Thursday, and it'll be NFL related. So we have these 2 here. Speaking of predictions, I had G2 winning 3-1. I was wrong. This sort of accountability is necessary. I'm not going to giggle and say I was trolling. I mean, I thought G2 was going to win. And the fact of the matter is, they didn't show up today. Comp and Otoamne beat the crap out of G2. I mean, G2 really took it to Rogue last week, and it was the opposite this week. Malmo buff was real. That I don't think I was actually really trolling about. Seeing Larson play yesterday, he was a different beast. And the fact of the matter is, he was at home. He was at home in front of his home crowd, and I think it clearly made a difference. Comp 24-0-14, 37% of the team's damage did not die. Comp just, oh my god, and the thing is, it wasn't just the kill score, it's the way he played. He played very aggressive because he was confident, diving turrets, going over walls. Otoamne, 9-3 and 23. Did he make some overzealous mistakes? Yes, I thought he did a terrible TP in game 2 maybe, in a 1v4 pretty much. But his aggression, he was fearless all weekend long. Flacked, 3-11 and 5, 39% of damage for G2, and then the best scoreline was 3-8 and 2 for Broken Blade. If that doesn't show how lopsided this was, I don't know what else will. And BB actually didn't die in game 3. I think he went 1-0-1. So just imagine how bad he was in the first 2 games, right? The thing is, Flackett's young, he's inexperienced, give him time, right? He did well at MSI, but Summer, this meta did not fit him, and it came back to bite G2 in the ass today when they triple banned Comp, still lost, then tried to triple ban him again, and then he picked a Caitlyn and won with it. I think in game 2, maybe Caitlyn. No, Caitlyn I thought was game 2. And then game 3, he just picked something else and won. I think it was Sivir in game 3. I think it may have been Callista. Or was Callista... No, I think Callista was in the G2 series. It was, because it was Callista Soraka. So it was Callista, Caitlyn, Sivir. And he just dominated. And the thing was, they were triple and quadruple banning Comp, and they still couldn't get it done, and that killed the draft for G2. That is something at Worlds they have to work out. Flackett has to figure out what he wants to play and get more comfortable against the opposition, because it ain't going to fly come Worlds. Again, because Comp is not one of the better 80... He's probably top half, but there's 24 80 carries there, right? I would say he's borderline top 10. So the fact of the matter is, that's not good for Flackett and G2. Just in the top lane, Odo just played so aggressive. Broken Blade really didn't have an answer in the first 2 games. Game 3 picked a Fiora and just, I mean, couldn't get online. Yanko's dying a lot of inting out of the veteran. Targamas was kind of just outmatched by Trimby. Trimby played a fabulous series alongside Comp, holding his hand, doing what he had to do. As a Soraka, as a Renata, or no, did Targamas pick Renata? That was in the Soraka game. I'm mixing all my games together, but the fact of the matter is, Trimby played an outstanding game. Afterwards, you know, he was emotional, and you could tell he got baited by the interviewer, which is what it is. You got a job to do. You got to get the emotions out, and that's easy way to do it. That's like a cheese gank, if you will, of a question, but it is what it is. I mean, he said it was fine, so it was fine, but it is what it is. 100 Thieves in C9. C9 took it to 100 Thieves, beat the crap out of them. This was big. This was important, I thought. I felt like if 100 Thieves could come back. So I predicted C9 to win in 5 games, right? So I predicted the winner right, but the opposite way in which the series occurred. Berserker 23-1-24, 38% of damage. Sven 3-1-49 at support, 52 KDA. In the standard way people do KDA, not my way. In my way, it's what, 3 plus 24.5, so 27.5. Abadage 3, 14, and 11, 29% of 100 Thieves damage. Someday had the best KDA at 7, 10, and 5. C9 just took it to him. Blabber was on point, picked a Nocturne. Jensen picked Zillion twice, did a fabulous job. But this bot lane is what did a ton of work. Berserker really showed up in a big way, and I wanted C9 to separate themselves from 100 Thieves and EG by winning in a convincing fashion. I felt like it was important to do so. Because, you know, that gives a vibe that they aren't like the other couple LCS teams we have, which is something that was possible given Berserker and Jensen being on the team. Like, this is a solid team. What does it do at Worlds? I mean, we'll get there when we get there. But, you know, they clearly separated themselves from the rest, which is important. And they are getting better by the game, which is also important. Getting hot at the right time is a big part of success. Now, there's a big gap between here and Worlds, but if they can start strong, you know, maybe get an upset win or something, maybe a value, you know, it's feasible. It's certainly feasible, but nevertheless, I thought that C9, I mean, just really took it to them. 100 Thieves had no answers. They had no answers. 100 Thieves just aren't. I mean, this was the shortest series, is the second shortest series in finals history after EG beat 100 Thieves in spring. And the thing is, if you go, like I said, if you go after 100 Thieves in the early game, get ahead of them and can close out the game, 100 Thieves won't have an answer because they want to scale to win. They want to make the game go 40 minutes. They are the Fredit Breon of the LCS. And C9 were able to play 100 Thieves the way that 100 Thieves cannot play, which is early game aggression, get after it, get ahead, and make things happen. 100 Thieves did have a lead in one game, I believe, but then blew it in the early game. But that's, I mean, they blew it in the early game, right? So that's it for my last LOL Esports Roundup before Worlds. So if this Roundup ends up occurring again between now and then, it'll be because of news. We'll be doing previews for a while here. We've got to do the rest of the previews. I intend on doing a role video for each role. I have a couple other videos planned I thought about today that I can pepper in there in regards to Worlds as we continue to preview Worlds. That is the emphasis now, right? For the next 2 months, pretty much, month and a half, 7 weeks or so. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. I really appreciate those who have subscribed, liked my videos, become a YouTube member. That's huge, supporting me, ensuring that this channel can continue. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for more content.